Marian men's volleyball, an exciting 3-2 win over Illinois Tech here at the Sadoff Gym. Trent, just talk about the importance of this victory.
We needed to get this win. We got some of our guys who can't really play right now, so just like counting on our other teammates to just step up and take on that row and be more assertive and help us get that win.
Maybe from your perspective, just talk about the importance of scratching out the 5 center. How big was it to get the victory?
It was really big. I'm proud of everyone that was out there, especially me, because I'm usually not out there, but I fought through, and yeah.
Trent, just kind of talk about, you fell behind 6-0 in that first set. You could have mailed it in that first set. Somehow, I think you rallied to really handle them in that set.
Yeah, like our coach, our game plan, our scouting report was just, get that pass. Serving passing is half the game. We need to pass really good. This team is a really good team. So just, we're down 6-0. We just got to only up from there. So, just kind of working it out and just pushing through, overcoming that adversity is...
Sure.
Oh my God!
You mentioned you're not used to being in this situation. Yeah. Did you prepare any different, or just talk about getting ready for this, knowing that you were going to play a major role?
Yeah, it was frustrating at first. I popped off like the first set, and then after I kind of fell back, had a little errors, and then fought through the rest of the set.
Is this the time once you get a couple of kills in there, then you relax and realize this is an easy game?
Yeah.
When it comes to the grand scheme of the playoffs, how big was this, knowing that you're full even now with Illinois Tech? There's a bunch of teams bunched up, heading down with 4 matches left. How big was it to get that W here today?
Oh, we needed this win. I don't know, we only have, I think, 3 more games left down the road, 4 more. So, just every win counts, every point counts, and just, yeah.
What's a 5th set like? You kind of talk when you get into a 5th set, how do you approach that? Because 15 comes pretty quick.
Yep.
You guys talk about how you approach that, because I think you fell behind by a few points early in this one. How do you approach that 5th set?
Just kind of gaining that momentum back from the 4th set, going into the 5th, and kind of just counting on our teammates, trusting our skills, knowing we got this, and just executing our game plan, and came out with the win.
Yeah, every point counts. We have to fight through every point, no matter if we lose it or not. If there's the next point.
All right, congratulations, Marian, a 3-2 win over Illinois Tech. You're on MSN.
Thanks.
Big 3-2 win for the Marian men's volleyball team here. Head coach Blake Batke. Coach, how big was this victory?
This was big. Illinois Tech, they're a really good team. They went and swept MSOE, a team that we lost 2-4. So to kind of even out the standings, we're 4-4, both of us right now. So very even, and I like our chances going forward and getting some guys back. So
the NAC is bunched up when it comes to the playoffs, and obviously holding court at home, knowing you got 4 matches left, that kind of stacked even more the importance of this victory here today.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a tough test going forward the rest of the season, but I am super excited with our guys, and to show a little resilience and only really have one guy that can sub tonight. That just shows what this team's been through, and where we can go, and just some of the young guys to step up and everything like that. So
you fell behind 6-0 in that first set, Coach. So, in rally scoring, you get anything past 5-6, that's pretty hard to come back through. Just talk about the resiliency, because you ended up dominating that set. I think you scored 25 of the next. You outscored 25-11 the rest of the way.
Yeah. To get down 6-0, that's definitely not on the game plan. Kudos to them. Their first server, number 2, went back and kind of served us out of system. But just credits to everybody. Way to fight through that. It's tough to go down 6-0 but to fight back in the way we did and to really dominate the rest of that set, it says something about this group.
Coach, you mentioned a lot of guys out there maybe that are seeing different positions and different responsibilities, and they should. A guy like we had JV Velasco here, a guy that's not one of those guys that you really look for to contribute as a major role. He had to come in today and played a big role on the outside.
Yeah, it's nice. One thing that assistant Jordan Kington and I have talked about all year is just the depth we have on this team, and it really comes into play in games like this to have JV and step up, and then obviously when Adrian went down, just to be able to have the flexibility to move Aaron to outside, Trent to libero, and then let Yanka run the offense, Giancarlo. So it is super nice that we kind of have that, and you're seeing it now that where it can really benefit us.
Another thing you mentioned there when Adrian went down, I mean, he was rolling today, and obviously, I think maybe your kids took the punch in the mouth there and kind of let the IIT get back into it, kind of steal that set. But the way that they recovered and were able to figure it out and win the next set, because all of a sudden you give up that one and go down 2-1, and maybe it's different.
Yeah, no. When he went down, obviously it's scary. When any player goes down, it's scary. But when you got a guy rolling like that, and it really kind of, like you said, punches you and it kind of stuns you. But couldn't be prouder of everyone else to kind of step up, and we're battling a lot of fights right now, and just to kind of see that from some of the underclassmen and Isaac Dreyfus to really lead out there as a senior at the outside, and then Aaron to do whatever it is I ask him. It's really nice that we have those two out there right now, and going forward, just getting some of the guys back, and hopefully Adrian's good. We'll let him rest a little bit, obviously tomorrow, and hopefully this week, and get him back out there. But he's a key part of our offense.
Well, Coach, congratulations! How's your NCAA tournament bracket?
Busted
already.
My West bracket portion of it is still perfect, but nothing else is. So.
Coach Blake Badke, congratulations. A huge 3-2 win over Illinois Tech here at the Sadoff on Saturday afternoon.
Thank you.